Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, did you know that they're actually not from here? I did not know this. Sven explains.
Yes, they're an invasive species, but they do a lot of good for your garden. That's right, the worms we see in our gardens and throughout a lot of the U.S. are actually from southern Europe, technically an invasive species. They disappeared from most boreal or pine forests in the last ice age, but a recent New York Times article highlights research that has discovered earthworms in places they really shouldn't be, northern Canada and Alaska. In fact, they only recently appeared in our northern Minnesota forests, too. And while we like them in our gardens, they actually change the soil and release carbon into the atmosphere, a potent greenhouse gas. Scientists don't know exactly how they'll impact global CO2 emissions, though. The other fear is that by changing the soil structure combined with warming of the climate, they're changing forests like that of northeastern Minnesota and could turn them eventually into long, tall grass prairie. So that's the big thing, is it's an unknown. You know, nobody thought to put this in climate models, earthworms in forests that they don't belong. What are they going to do?
Yeah.
But, you know, in northeastern Minnesota, what's happening is a lot of the native vegetation depend on this spongy layer that develops from debris and litter that naturally forms. But the worms eat that, turn it into soil, and it completely changes the dynamics.
Yeah,
So-
never would have thought of that. Yeah, I saw one in the Care parking lot the other day. It was huge. Yeah.
Yeah, and I only learned this a couple years ago myself from a researcher in Duluth that they're an invasive species. Never even thought of it. Yeah, they can actually track. They move like just a few inches per year migrating through, but of course they can catch a ride on your tires or whatever.
Right.
So
It's a short ride.
Exactly. Well, fascinating. Well, earthworms, they like the rain. We're going to get any of that?